Hi, hello. I hope you're taking care of yourself. My name is Maddie, and if you're new here, every month I round up all of the cool new features that have been released at Harmonic, and I talk to you about them. I feel like I say this at the start of every month, but we've got some really great new features to share, so let's jump right in. First up, we kicked off the month releasing data protection for DeepSeek, and this means that Harmonic can now detect sensitive data and step in with real-time interventions to let employees know when what they've entered is sensitive. Now, this is going to be really valuable because we've seen a pretty significant uptick in the usage of DeepSeek over the past 6 weeks. And as we talk to our customers, when new applications like this are released, it can be really daunting to roll out the right level of controls while you're figuring out, is this an app I want to allow? What is my level of tolerance? So on and so forth. The good news about this intervention is that it is completely customizable. You can set this to be as lenient or as strict as you'd like, and regardless of how you configure, when you navigate to the Harmonic portal and you go to the alerts page, you'll be able to see that reflected within the UI. So you can see here, about 37 seconds ago, I raised an alert in DeepSeek. Now, let's say this is concerning and I need to do a little more digging. You'll notice one of the other new features that was launched last month was the ability to track and show which account the user was using. So this is huge when it comes to assessing risk because an alert from a corporate account is going to be completely different in terms of mitigation and the level of risk and the steps that you need to take when it's coming from maybe a personal account on the free tier of an application like DeepSeek, ChatGPT, so on and so forth. While we're looking at the alert detail page, I will also mention that a new feature we released this month that was highly requested was the ability to delete alerts. So this can be done on an individual level. And whether you don't need the alert because it's got data that you would rather remove, or maybe it was a test case, you can simply select delete. And once done, you will be navigated back to the page. The alert has been removed. Now, all of this is to do with control, right? Giving you the data points and what you need in order to resolve issues quickly before they even become issues. And as we continue to talk about giving you control, you'll notice this month we've also introduced a new outcome for our configuration designer. So historically, all of our outcomes have been around warning, blocking, or monitoring. We recently released, however, the option to do nothing. And this means that when selected, your users won't be interrupted and you won't receive an alert. There are a handful of use cases where this might be valuable. Maybe you have a specific employee you don't want to monitor, or specific detection types that aren't specific or useful to your business. Either way, this is an outcome you can set. Alongside these changes in the alerts and the configuration designer, we've also added 2 new detection types. So we'll navigate over to the global detection settings where we'll see these. So this month, they were all focused around PII, and the first is going to be customer PII. This specifically looks for personal information related to customers. Whether you are selling to individual users or other businesses, if your organization handles customer data, this is going to be a really valuable detection type for you. We also released a more general PII model as well. Sometimes organizations like to cast a wider net when it comes to detecting PII, and we want to give you that option. So when this is enabled, this will look for PII which exists outside of the context of a specific business or a specific individual. Like all detection types, you can come here, check them out, see if this is something that is useful for your business. And last but certainly not least, webhooks got an upgrade. So we'll navigate over to webhooks. We will open this one, and you'll see now that HTTP request headers are an optional inclusion for webhook events. This is going to be helpful for those who are looking for very specific fine-tuning around how alerts are ingested and processed with other integrations and other tools within your workflow. And that is it for the month. We, of course, as always, love to hear your feedback, or if there are any features you'd like to see added in the upcoming months. Don't be a stranger. We're always welcome for it. I appreciate you taking some time out of your day, and I will see you next month.